India, Shri Manan Kumar Mishra, Chairman, Bar Council of India, and Dr. Adish C. Agarwala, President, Supreme Court Bar Association. We are also immensely honored to have amidst us Justice Bibi Rehana Mungli Gulbul, Chief Justice of Mauritius, Justice Obaidul Hassan, Chief Justice of Bangladesh, Justice Jayant C. Jaisurya, Chief Justice of Sri Lanka, Justice Bishwambar Prasad Shresht, Chief Justice of Nepal, and Justice Kinley Dorji, Judge, Supreme Court of Bhutan. On this landmark day, as we take a step back in time to celebrate the rich legacy and journey of the Supreme Court of India, an institution that has played a pivotal role in
न्याय की पहुंच को बढ़ाने के लिए 27 से 28 नवंबर 2023 को नालसा द्वारा यूएनडीपी, यूनिसेफ, इंटरनेशनल लीगल फाउंडेशन के सहयोग से फर्स्ट रीजनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन एक्सेस टू लीगल एड स्ट्रेंथनिंग एक्सेस टू जस्टिस इन ग्लोबल साउथ का सफल आयोजन किया है। मैं इस अवसर पर उच्चतम न्यायालय के 4 जो जस्टिस दलबीर भंडारी, जस्टिस आर.एस. पाठक, जस्टिस नागेंद्र सिंह, जस्टिस सर बेनेगल राव, जो इंटरनेशनल कोर्ट ऑफ जस्टिस में जज के रूप में अपनी सेवाएं दे चुके हैं, जो कि विश्व में भारतीय न्यायपालिका की स्वच्छ, निष्पक्षता और प्रभावशाली छवि का परिचायक है। एक तरफ भारत विश्व की 5वीं सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था के रूप में तेजी से विकास यात्रा पर गतिमान है, वहीं दूसरी ओर अल्टरनेटिव डिस्प्यूट रिजोल्यूशन के माध्यम से कानूनी मध्यस्थता का हब बनने भारत जा रहा है। मैं इस अवसर पर कानून और न्याय मंत्रालय ने जो विजन 2047 के रूप में जस्टिस फॉर ऑल का लक्ष्य प्रस्तावित किया है, इसके अंतर्गत स्पीडी, अफोर्डेबल एंड टेक्नोलॉजी इनेबल्ड सिटीजन सेंटरिंग डोर स्टेप जस्टिस डिलीवरी सिस्टम के द्वारा न्याय की सुगम पहुंच का लक्ष्य रखा गया है। आज अमृतकाल के अंदर आत्मविश्वास से परिपूर्ण भारत देश आत्मनिर्भर होकर 2047 तक विकसित होने के लक्ष्य पर आगे बढ़ रहा है। इस लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति के लिए एक मजबूत, निष्पक्ष एवं स्वतंत्र न्यायिक व्यवस्था के आधार स्तंभ के रूप में सुप्रीम कोर्ट महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएगा। न्याय का मंदिर बना रहे सर्वोच्च न्यायालय हमारा, न्याय का मंदिर बना रहे सर्वोच्च न्यायालय हमारा, संविधान का रक्षक बना रहे सर्वोच्च न्यायालय हमारा। आज अमृत वर्ष की बस यही शुभकामना है, देश का गौरव बना रहे सर्वोच्च न्यायालय हमारा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद माननीय मंत्री जी। May I now request the Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, to please share his thoughts with us on this momentous occasion.
Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, my colleague judges of the Supreme Court of India, Chief Justice Obaidul Hassan, Chief Justice of Bangladesh, Justice Kinley Dorji, Judge, Supreme Court of Bhutan, Chief Justice Bibi Rehana Mungli Gulbul, Chief Justice of Mauritius, Chief Justice Bishwambar Prasad Shreshtha, Chief Justice of Nepal, Chief Justice Jayant Jaisurya, Chief Justice of Sri Lanka, Chief Justices and Judges of the High Courts, former Chief Justices of India and Judges of the Supreme Court of India, Mr. R. Venkatramani, Attorney General for India, Mr. Tushar Mehta, Solicitor General of India, Mr. Manan Kumar Mishra, Chairman of the Bar Council of India, Dr. Adish C. Agarwal, President and Executive Committee of the Supreme Court Bar Association, President and members of the Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association, Vice Chancellors of the National Law and other universities, members of the Bar, students, young and not so young, you're all students for our whole life, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a momentous occasion in the history of our nation. The Supreme Court of India marks the commencement of the Diamond Jubilee year of the moment of its inception on 28 January 1950. First and foremost, I thank the Honorable Prime Minister of India, who graciously agreed to be with us, address the audience, and launch the new initiatives of the Supreme Court of India. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to my esteemed counterparts from Bangladesh, Bhutan, Mauritius, Nepal, and Sri Lanka for joining us in commemorating this occasion together. India has long-standing cultural bonds with them, and the presence of the Chief Justices today strengthens India's ties with their nations. A conversation about this court must necessarily be prefaced with a conversation about the Constitution of India. It was through the Constitution that the people of our country gave to themselves this court. The Constitution is not just a legal document. Its soul lies in the feeling which it engenders, a feeling of mutual respect towards fellow citizens, a feeling of responsibility in the institutions which it creates. The constitutional ideals permeate the fabric of our nation, guiding the actions and interactions of both the governed and those who govern them. The Supreme Court was established with a sense of idealism, that laws would be interpreted by a constitutional court in accordance with the rule of law and not by colonial values or social hierarchies. It affirmed the belief that the judiciary should serve as a bulwark against injustice, tyranny, and arbitrariness. The Supreme Court is an institution of resolution and justice. The fact that people approach it in large numbers speaks to how far we have succeeded in discharging that role. Today is not only a celebration of that one day when the Supreme Court came into being. It also is a celebration of the decades worth of hard work by succeeding generations of judges and lawyers that went into making this a people's court. In celebrating the history of this day, we must look back and look forward in equal measure. Since the founding of the court, our actions have been guided by Mahatma Gandhi's profound words. Recall the face of the poorest and weakest man whom you have seen, and ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him. Our decisions both in the judicial and administrative realms have been aimed at enhancing accessibility to the Indian judicial system for common citizens. Through its judgments, the Supreme Court has enhanced the rights of citizens by diluting the standards of local standi and by recognizing a new set of rights under Article 21 of the Constitution, such as the right to a speedy trial. On the administrative side, the Supreme Court has been identifying and eliminating as many barriers to justice: unequal access to legal resources, unfamiliarity of the English language, issues of physical accessibility of courts, in order to create procedural fairness. The e-Courts project of the Supreme Court of India attempts to enhance accessibility and transparency of the justice delivery system. At the heart of these initiatives is the desire to transform the judicial system into a technology-enabled, efficient, accessible, and environmental-friendly institution. Let me briefly summarize the achievements of the court in simplifying its process. E-filing of cases. The front desk experience of approaching courts has changed completely. As opposed to lawyers lugging trolley carts of papers, we now have the facility of filing cases at the click of a button. An upgraded version of the Supreme Court's e-filing platform was launched in May 2023. It offers a host of improved features that have made 24/7 filing of cases simpler, faster, and convenient. Nearly 128,000 e-filings have been done so far, with a consistent rise in the share of e-filings compared to physical filings. E-filings are available in 25 states. They have recorded over 29 lakh cases which have been e-filed. With the immense support of the bar and the bench, we were able to swiftly shift to virtual hearings during COVID-19. Even after the pandemic, hybrid hearings continue to be a feature of our courts. That is, any Indian lawyer sitting in any part of the country or the world can argue before this court through video conferencing. This has democratized access to the Supreme Court. It has opened the space for those who are unable to approach the Supreme Court due to physical distance or want of resources. Even yesterday, one of my colleagues joined the bench through video conferencing for a special hearing on a Saturday. Till now, we have dealt with over 5 lakh cases through hybrid hearings. The live proceedings of the Supreme Court Constitutional Bench hearings are popular and speak to the genuine curiosity that people have towards our courts and procedures. Focus on scanning and digitization. The Supreme Court of India today operates in a near complete paperless mode, with almost all benches using digitized paper